Hey everybody! Welcome, welcome to Planet Coaster. I'm going to adjust my volume here and everything because it's screaming at me today. But I'm very excited to be playing Planet Coaster number 2. It released yesterday on consoles and on Steam, so it's very exciting to have it. I haven't done anything in here. I saw other people doing stuff, but I just haven't gotten into it yet. I'm basically, my head is wired up like a robot right now, so mentally I'm not doing the best, but I wanted to make some content. I figured let's make some content and see how this goes. Basically we're going to do our first chapter, which is first drop. As you can see, there's 2 bronze, 2 silver, 2 gold, and 2 platinum. So you know that there's adventures that are going to await. So basically you can see here there's keys to the center and in the swim of things. Of course we're going to do keys to the coaster first. The difficulty settings, everything is set to medium. That is its default, and that is the way we're going to go with this game. But it is cool that you can actually set difficulty settings that you felt that it was too easy for you or not hard enough, and you wanted to make it a little bit more challenging yourself, you can. So that's actually kind of cool. I'm very happy about that. So my idea was to try to do each one of these missions as an episode.
Why, hello there! I'm glad you could make it. I'm Oswald B. Thompson, the CEO of Coaster Coast.
Oh, Oswald, I didn't realize we had a guest. I'm terribly sorry. It didn't come up on my schedule.
Not to worry, Eugene. This is the person I was telling you about. You're
Look
looking
at
at the
this.
successor of Coaster Coast. Well, providing everything goes smoothly, of course. I can't just hand them the keys to the kingdom now, can I, eh?
Goodness, I do apologize. I've just checked my roster, and there you are, right between King Coaster and Queen Splash. Not quite sure how I managed to royally mess that up, but never mind. You're accounted for now.
Marvelous! Well, with that sorted, I think it's about time Eugene, our brilliant ride engineer, and I showed you the ropes. Consider this your official induction.
Okay. Hey.
Before we get started, we have a checklist of objectives from HR that we need to go through. I know, but it's been company policy ever since one of our interns didn't know how to move around. We left them to it, only to find them in the same spot 3 days later. Oh, that won't be you, though. Let's try moving the camera around the park now.
Okay, so we're just gonna move up and back, left and right, up and down, and zoom.
Now, I've got something that I think you'll enjoy. It's time to build your first ride. I'll hand you over to Eugene. He won Ride Engineer of the Year in 2016, so you're in good hands.
Word is that's when they started this game. Was
All
2016 for the first
find
one.
A place to put it.
Okay, this is actually like nice and simple. Okay, go to create custom. And we select build. Now, I always find it more enjoyable to be closest to the exit.
Splendid!
Okay.
Our guests will need a way to access the ride, so let's add an entrance gate. And with every entrance, we need That's right, an exit gate. You will need to connect a queue path to the ride entrance. Without one, guests will not be able to access the ride. We obviously won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to make sure you're connecting a standard park path to the exit gate.
Screwed up. Okay. Okay, this is the
And that's it. That's all the steps for building a ride. If you do need a handy little way to remember those steps, I used to remember it as BEEP. Building, entrance, exit, path. Oh, and don't forget to open the ride. Actually, that would make it Beep-po, wouldn't it? Doesn't have the same ring to it.
It's also worth noting that our guests will have to pay for tickets to enjoy the rides in our parks. We control how much we charge, though. So let's encourage guests to ride our latest attraction by setting the ticket price to bargain for now. We can always increase the price later. As I like to say, when you achieve popularity, charge premium for prosperity. But one step at a time, eh? For now, a very well done and a shiny medal earned. That's your first ride built, and I'm sure it'll be the first of many.
There we go. We got our first medal. Like I said, it's bronze. It's very simple.
The addition
Should
of
be
a
easy
new
to
ride
do.
will have given a slight boost to our park rating.
Okay, it's basically now showing us how to see our park rating here. Park options.
Multiple
and
different
rating.
factors contribute to this rating. So, you'll want to pay attention to the park rating overview. The better the rating, the more guests will visit.
Okay.
While driving the guest count up is good, we need to make sure the guests also remain happy while they're visiting. As you can see, we've just received a report that not all of the guests are enjoying themselves. It seems some are rather thirsty. To avoid this in the future, it's handy to keep checking on the Guest Needs tab. If things start dropping too low, you should step in and solve the issue before guests decide to leave.
Let's start by quenching any thirst amongst our guests with a new drink shop.
Okay. Everybody wants soda. Okay. And of course, it's got to get opened.
Brilliant! Now, the guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves after all that intake. Why not build a toilet nearby? We wouldn't want our guests walking around with crossed legs now, would we? That isn't good for anyone's posture.
What is that?
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy will drop if they don't have a place to sit. We should make sure there are plenty of benches available. Think of them as Plankonian recharging stations. They're even wireless.
Okay, since we have all this mythology, it just kind of makes sense to go with mythology benches.
Amazing work! The guests will be a lot happier now. However, it does come at a price. More food and drink in the park also means more waste.
Exactly. So it's important we have enough bins for people to properly dispose of their waste.
Fantastic! That'll keep the park looking cleaner. We shouldn't stop there, though. Let's make the park look even better by adding some scenery around the ride you built. That way, guests can enjoy the view while they queue.
Oh, the puns, they are amazing. Okay. Really wants us to highlight stuff. I guess it makes sense. It's trying to make things a little easier. Okay. Okay, I like this. This is good. I really don't like this one. There we go. That's pretty cool. Perfect.
I think that's everything checked off the scenery list. Well done!
Definitely makes it look better.
Wow! The park is looking great! I can see why Oswald picked you. You're a natural. Now, if we're to keep adding more rides or facilities, they need to be connected to the power grid. Select an existing generator to view its info panel and see how much electricity it's producing. As you can see, the generator is powering a network that covers the area filled with rides and facilities. Let's expand that network to cover an open area of the park. To do that, place and connect the additional power facility to the grid.
Putting the distributor right here. And then we connect it to the grid. Like so.
Nicely done. It's all running very smoothly indeed. But to keep the generators maintained and working, you must hire mechanics. Without them, the generators will start gaining a condition penalty, which will decrease the power output. Oh, it seems we don't actually have any mechanics hired. Well, that won't do. Let's hire a few straight away. It may seem excessive, but they're essential when it comes to the maintenance of rides and facilities.
Okay, so we gotta go to staff.
Uh-oh, I must have jinxed it. We've had a ride break down. Good job we have those mechanics to go and nurse it back to health. An available mechanic will automatically be assigned to fix a broken ride. However, if one is not available, you will have to select the Call Mechanic button to reassign somebody to the job. Be careful though, as reassigning a staff member might mean you no longer have coverage elsewhere.
Hiring staff is just the beginning, though. You also need to pay attention to staff morale. If it gets too low, staff will start to quit their jobs. Breaks are absolutely essential when it comes to keeping staff morale up. And just like guests, our staff need a place to re-energize. To make all of their tired little dreams come true, you should place a staff building. Admittedly, they're not the most glamorous of buildings. So, I'd advise you to place your staff building away from the guest areas, wherever possible. After all, we don't want to bring down that scenery rating that you worked so hard to build up.
Okay. You want to make it way back here. This way we can put other things in front of it. So.
Great! Now the park staff have somewhere to go on their breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet. We just need to ensure our inquisitive guests don't go waltzing on in there for the free coffee, claiming to be lost. The best way to avoid this is by connecting an exclusive staff-only path to the building. Guests won't dare step foot on those tiles.
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop. Here, mechanics will generate research points that are used to unlock new items for your park.
Okay. Huh. There we go. It's ugly, but I'll deal with it. Oh. The mechanic's on the route. Oh, people are going back on. I did open the workshop, didn't I? Oh, I didn't open it. That's my bad.
Let's leave the mechanic to it for now. We'll
I was wondering what
revisit
the
this
heck was
soon.
going on. I forgot to open it.
Oh, what an exquisite sight. I think I need a moment.
Oh, get some every time.
Okay, we got our gold.
Ah, just in time. Our mechanic has earned enough research points to unlock something exciting. Let's take a look at the research tree and aim to unlock the coaster pack. It'll bring a tear to Eugene's eye.
Okay, do research. Chain lift coasters.
Oh my! Oswald, is that the one I was designing?
The very same, lad. I was just about to make a start on it. But I tell you what, why don't you walk our new friend through it?
It would be my pleasure. Now, this is just a little something I made earlier. First things first, you'll need to select the blueprint.
Of course.
Good, and place the coaster down wherever there is enough space.
Now the cool part here, and it's like this is different than the original Planet Coaster, is you can actually like, what is it? What am I doing wrong? Oh, there it is. It's R1 and stuff. I just... too much. And because it already has the paths and stuff already built in, I don't have to do any extra work.
Perfect. One important note here is that while we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity to add some scenery around the coaster.
Okay. Ah! Okay, well, what else do we want to build?
Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
Oh, that is a beauty! Terrific work, you two. This is a coaster that truly deserves a place in the spotlight. So, how about we put together an advertisement to mark the occasion?
Ooh.
Head to the advertising tab in the park management menu and let's show the world what the park has to offer. There aren't different audiences to cater for, however, so it's worth considering which advertisement will bring the most guests to your park.
And you can do this for $0.00. Whoa, what are you doing? Okay, I did it. Didn't I? Oh, I guess I didn't.
While we wait for our campaign to start bringing in more guests, why don't you try out the ride camera and experience all the exhilaration the coaster will have to offer firsthand?
Okay. Let's select the coaster. Here comes the people. Hi, people. Yeah, I'm gonna sit next to you. There I am. Let's move. Come on, you slow guy. We want to ride.
How was that? Enough for the time being? Thank you again for all your hard work. Coaster Coast is going to be in the best of hands, I can tell.
Oswald, you're not...
I'm not going anywhere just yet, Eugene. Don't panic. We're just getting started, dipping our toes in the... Actually, hold that thought. I've got just the job lined up for you. I'll send you the details. See you soon.
And there we go. We finished Keys to the Coaster. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time, this is David B69, and I am out.